They say every outlaw leaves a trail, but some burn so hot, all that's left behind is ash and memory. You walk the ridge at the edge of midnight, where smoke curled up like a dying breath. Boot prints fading in the charcoal dirt, marks of men who gamble life or death. Old campfires whispered broken stories, embers glowing like eyes that never blink. And the wind carries secrets of bullets and blood, of riders brought closer to hell than they think. On that trail where outlaws sleep, the dust remembers every vow they keep. Ghosts in the fire sins buried deep. The West don't forget the souls it reaps. Ash trails where outlaws sleep, where silence is the only thing that speaks. Burned up saddle laid by a pine stump, charred leather cracked like a dying plea. He touched a gentle, heard the echo of a gunshot carved in history. Further down lay a rusted spur, glinting faint in the moon's cold tide, and a shadow crossed behind him slowly, a rider with no horse to ride. On that trail where outlaws sleep, moonlight trembles over secrets they keep. Smoke in the air, truth in the heat. The frontier buries what it cannot keep. Ash trails where outlaws sleep, where the restless dead still creep. He swore he saw in the cinders a woman he lost to a firestorm night. Her silhouette danced in the burning haze, fragile as a prayer he failed to rise. And every step he took toward her pulled him deeper into yesterday, into the ashes of every promise broken, into a flame that won't fade away. On that trail where outlaws sleep, the past rises up from the shadows steep. If redemption waits at the canyon's key, it's guarded by ghosts who forever weep. Past trails where outlaws sleep, and tonight he walks where they all sink deep. When the fire dies slow, the West lays down its dead, and the ash keeps their stories warm. Some nights the desert don't breathe. It just waits. And when it does, the dead start moving. He felt the tremble in the wasteland's heartbeat, a shiver running through the ancient sand. The twilight bled into the canyon floor, like the earth itself had raised its hand. Then the dust began to spiral upward, curling slow like a serpent in the wind. The shapes began to crawl from the amber haze, faces carved from everywhere he'd sinned. Ghost riders crawling from the dust, born from the bones of the men he'd crushed. Eyes like embers, voices like rust. They rise when the desert breaks its trust. Ghost riders crawling from the dust, and tonight they're hungry for the just. Hoofbeats echo with no horses near, a phantom stampede shaking the ridge. Their shadows stretch across the firelit cliffs, reaching for him like a broken bridge. He saw the outline of friends turn enemies, men long buried in shallow dirt. Their silhouettes staggered through the swirling storm, each one wearing the memory of her. Ghost riders crawling from the dust, dragging the past he tried to adjust. Whisper sharp as a gunslinger's thrust. The West don't forget, it don't combust. Ghost riders crawling from the dust, and they rise whenever blood's discussed. Soft shaking, calling out his name. The woman had lost to a midnight gunfight, caught forever in a smokeless flame. Her ghost reached through the rising dust, touched cold as the truth. He ran from fast, and he knew the riders weren't just hunters, they were the echoes of his shattered past. Ghost riders crawling from the dust, closing in slow as the twilight must. If redemption waits beyond their crust, he'll have to face every lie and lust. Ghost riders crawling from the dust, and tonight they're right because of us. Desert wakes is dead. You ain't running from ghosts. You're running from yourself.
quiet that night. Just me, the dust, and a lantern fighting to stay alive in the cold wind.
Footprints fading on a dying trail, old moon hanging like a ghost grown pale, saddle creaks off like a worn out plea, every mile whispering what's left of me. Chapel ruins watching from the ridge above, stained by sins no preacher speaks of, lantern trembling in my shaking hand, guiding me home through this hollow land. Fading lanterns on the final road, dust on my boots from the sins I owe, whiskey in my blood, prayers running low, chasing redemption where the cold winds blow. Coyotes singing in a distant cry, echoes drifting like a farewell sigh, phantoms crawling from the sagebrush deep, keeping secrets only dead men keep. Broken memories cling to my coat, words unspoken caught in my throat, lantern sputters with a dying glow, like it knows there's nowhere left to go. Fading lanterns on the final road, blood on the trail where the truth once flowed. I carry my ghosts everywhere I roam, searching for rest in a place called home. Maybe the fire in me burned out too fast, maybe I'm haunted by the weight of the past. If heaven's a door, I can't find the key, just wandering shadows in the end of me. Last breath rising with the night's cold low. If redemption comes before I'm alone, let the wind take me where the lost souls go. And so I walked until even the lantern gave up before I did. But the road kept going, same as it always does. his past keeps his saddle waiting. Moonlight bleeding on the canyon floor. Hoofbeats echo from a time before. Cold wind whispers names I tried to lose. Old sins following like I never had a choice to choose. Dust curls up like a warning sign, shadows trailing close behind. No matter how far I run the land, there's always shadows riding beside the dam. Black silhouettes where the night unfolds, stories of my wrongs no soul ever told. Dust in my lungs, fear in my hand, shadows riding close beside the dam. Ghost town lanterns flicker out of sight, bones beneath the sagebrush glowing white. A prayer half muttered gets swallowed whole as the dark digs deep into my soul. I hear their voices circling in, whispering every buried sin. My past rides with me cold and grand, shadows bound forever to the dam. Black silhouettes where the night unfolds, echoes of the truths I never control. Blood in my footsteps staining the sand, shadows riding close beside the dam. Maybe redemption ain't meant for me. Maybe the frontier chose a white bee. Every mile I roam, the truth stays near. You can't outride the things you fear. Black silhouettes where the night runs thin, breathing down my neck like a long lost sin. If judgment waits on the far off land, let the shadows ride beside this damn man. And so we rode on, me and the ghosts I never buried deep enough. They say Dead Man's Ridge don't echo no more. 'Cause up when his boots touch the dirt, and the whole canyon remembers. He rode in on a storm-born silence, a shadow stitched from dust and bone. The canyon winds bend low around him, as if afraid to face him alone. Oh Old graves line the ridge like warnings, crosses trembling in the ghost-like gloom. And every step his stallion carried felt like a heartbeat carved in doom. He's the last horseman of dead man's ridge, a name the night won't dare to speak. Blood on the rocks, fate in his eyes, dragging the weight of the lost and the weak. He's the last horseman of dead man's ridge, and judgment rides behind his tree. They say he made a pact with midnight, traded soul for a second breath. Now the spirits follow in his shadow trail, caught between vengeance and death. His coat is torn by ancient gunfire, his gaze burned cold by the frontier's sin, and the ghosts of every outlaw falling march in the dust that circles him. He's the last horseman of dead man's ridge, a legend born from the dying flame. Dust in his wake, thunder in his stride, haunted by every forgotten name. He's the last horseman of dead man's ridge, and hell itself remembers his claim. Stillness, he hears her whisper, the woman he swore he'd save that night. But the ridge collapsed, the fire rose high, and her voice vanished into the fight. Now he carries her through every twilight, a weight no bullet could ever kill, promise etched into his spirit, a vow the darkness forces him to fulfill. He's the last horseman of dead man's ridge, riding hard through a bloodshot sky. If redemption stands at canyon's end, it's a truth he's scared to ride by. He's the last horseman of dead man's ridge, and he'll stay that way till the day he dies. Some ridges hold gold, others hold graves. Dead man's ridge, it only holds him. They say a man can lose many sound heard here, but the desert only hungers for one, his name. Wind-carved stories in the canyon's bone, tracks disappearing like it rolled along. Saloons whispered rumors in a whiskey breath of a rider who bargained too close with death. Old chapel shadows watched him fade, a ghost in the making, a dead unpaid. Every mile he rode, the world grew dim, as if the West was swallowing him. Dust rises, taking what remains, racing footsteps, wiping out the pain. No blood, no trail, no one left to claim. The West that swallowed every trace of him. Raven circle where the dunes grow steep, guarding secrets only lost souls keep. Campfire embers burn their last red light as midnight folded him into the night. The desert whispered with a hollow tone, calling a wanderer back to the unknown. His shadow flickered thin and grim, like the earth was pulling him deeper in. Dust rises, taking what remains, wiping out his sins like forgotten rain. No cross, no marker, nothing carved for him, just the West that swallowed every trace again. Maybe he ran from the man he became, or maybe the frontier refused his name. Some say he chose it, some say he fell, but the truth stayed buried where the silence dwells. Dust rises, hungry for the last of him, carrying his memory to the canyon's rim. No prayers, no echoes, nothing left to reclaim, only the West swallowing his final name. And when the winds settled, the world said nothing, as if he'd never ridden through it at all. If you ever hear thunder in a place with no rain, and turn back, 'cause that's the sound of the lost riding again. Were carved by sorrow, etched by every outlaw's final scream. And when the wind rushed through its hollows, it woke the dead from their broken dreams. He rode in where the shadows gathered, where the sun refused to touch the stone. Every hoofbeat cracked like lightning, a warning to leave that place alone. There's thunder in the canyon, you know. Echoes of the damned who never rest. Dust in the air, screams in the rocks. Sins beat loud inside a haunted chest. Thunder in the canyon of the lost, where the west reveals its darkest test. The trail of skulls led deep inside it, half buried under centuries of dread. Whispers crawled along the canyon floor, speaking crimes of the long shot dead. He felt the weight of invisible lighters, shadows keeping pace beside his path. Each one burned by their own mistakes, each one doomed to eternal aftermath. There's thunder in the canyon of the lost, rolling like a curse carved in stone. Blood in the dust, fear in the wind, no soul returns from here alone. Thunder in the canyon of the lost, where darkness claims what it's owed. And in the roar he heard her voice, soft trembling, begging him to stay. A memory caught between lightning cracks, a love he'd buried far away. The thunder don't soften for heartbreak, and ghosts don't fade for tears unshed. They circle close like hungry wolves, guiding living men toward the dead. There's thunder in the canyon of the lost, rising wild in a final blaze. If redemption waits beyond the cliffs, it's hidden deep inside that maze. Thunder in the canyon of the lost, and he rides on through its endless haze.
Some canyons hold echoes, this one holds destinies. And tonight, it's calling his.
Night falls fast out here, and something always waits for the ones who arrive too late. Footprints fading on a dying line, moon hanging low like a warning sign. Wind crawling through the canyon's throat, tugging at the sin stitched into my coat. A broken fence creaks like a whispered prayer, as shadows gather in the open air. I feel the dark pull tight and slide, where vultures wait at the border of night. Fear in the light, vultures waiting at the border of night. fire embers dying slow and thin, like they know the dark is closing in. Coyotes watch with a hollow stare, as if they sense I won't leave here. The sky turns quiet, cold and tight, while vultures shift at the border of night. Black wings circling where the lost ones roam, whiskey on my tongue as I walk alone. No mercy coming, no hope in sight. Vultures waiting at the border of night. Maybe it's fate, maybe it's the past, hunting me down with a shadow cast. If judgment comes, it won't be kind, just wings and dust, and the end of my time. Sins answering the call. If this is the end, let the wind take flight and feed the vultures at the border of night. Funny thing about darkness, it never has to chase you. You always walk into it yourself. No.
They say the desert don't bury a man. It just slowly folds him into its breath, till he becomes part of the dust that raised him.
He rode out on a blood-red dawn, coat torn by the claws of 1,000 sins. The tracks behind him faded quick like memories swallowed by the wind. A saloon door creaked in the distance, whispering tales of the life he left. And the church bell, long since broken, rang only in the silence of his chest. When the desert carried him home, it held him like a mother made of stone, dust on his bones, prayers in his throat, a wandering soul with nowhere left to go. When the desert carried him home and finally claimed what the world let roam. A ghost rode by with hollow eyes, dragging chains made of every lie he told. The moon hung low like a judgment brand, burning truth into the outlaw soul. He knelt beside a nameless grave, felt the cold of the life he threw away, and the sand rose up around his boots, as if trying to pull him back to yesterday. When the desert carried him home, it whispered, son, you're not alone. Blood in the dirt, sins in the smoke. The West don't forgive, but it don't let go. When the desert carried him home, it claimed him like a story carved in stone. And in the stillness, he felt her hand, the one he lost to the fire in the Badlands. Her voice drifted through the dunes, soft as the ghost light of a dying moon. When the desert carried him home, the sky broke white with a morning glow. His shadow fell, his spirit rose, final breath in the undertow. If redemption ever called his name, it called it on that desert plain, where the earth laid claim and carried him home again. And that's how the desert keeps its dead. Quiet, dusty, and never truly gone. Some say the sun sets gentle on the righteous, but for men like him it burns the truth clean, till only bones remain to tell the tale. You walk beneath the sky of burning red, boots cracking over land that never forgives. Each shimmer like ghosts rising from the sand, echoes of the lives he failed to outlive. The ruined chapel leaned into the twilight, its cross twisted like a rusted spine, and every step felt heavy with memory, as the wind whispered sins that once were mine. Bones beneath the burning horizon, name forgotten by the world above. Dust in the wind, the soil. The West don't bow to mercy for love. Bones beneath the burning horizon, calling out from the ashes thereof. Stone shaped by the desert, half hidden under embers of golden light. He heard the murmurs of the restless falling, stirring awake with the coming night. The earth around him breathed like a warning, the pulse of the dead under fractured ground. And the fire glow painted shadows behind him, shadows shaped like the men he gunned down. Bones beneath the burning horizon, staring back with a hollow tone. Ash in the air, sins in the open, the frontier never leaves the damned alone. Bones beneath the burning horizon, rising up when the daylight's gone. He felt her name burn through the silence, the one he lost to the flames of sin. Her voice drifted soft through the desert heat, like a prayer carved in the howl of the wind. And he knew no sunrise could save him, no promise could mend what he'd become. For a man carries hell in his footsteps, and running from the ghost he can't outrun. Bones beneath the burning horizon, blow blood red in the final light. If salvation waits across the wasteland, it waits on a road he may not survive tonight. Bones beneath the burning horizon, and soon his own will join their quiet sight. When the fire dies, the desert keeps the truth.